I truly believe we were just meant for each other. We just complement each other so well. We're kind of like the same person.
I mean, she's the love of my life. We just have like such matching personalities, and like we just get along so well. Like, yeah, we have our disputes and all of that stuff, but it's like ultimately at the end of the day, I know I'm going home to the best woman in the world.
I didn't really like him at first, but I grew to love him really quickly. We hung out for a few weeks or so before we went on our actual first date. But from that night on, I would say, is when I knew.
It's actually a funny story. So the original plan was to go to her high school and watch the sunset, and just like eat pizza on the roof of her car. And then when she got off, I was gonna ask her, and then as soon as she got off, she hopped right in the car, shut the door. And so obviously it didn't happen then, because obviously she had no idea that it was gonna happen. And so we got back, and I was just trying to think about like what to do, and like we were walking into her garage, and I just like pulled her hand, turned her around, and just did it in the garage, because I knew that day was the day that I had to do it. Like, I've already cried multiple times today because I know that it's a very special day, because I know once she walks in, it's going to be all over.
I'm probably gonna cry a lot. Just a lot of joy. We've been waiting a long time. We've been engaged for 2 years, so just to know that it's finally here is pretty crazy. He's worth it.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to unite Anna Lamb and Gregory Liles in holy matrimony. Heavenly Father, we praise you just for who you are, and we thank you for your marvelous, marvelous blessings. We thank you for this wonderful occasion where we can get together today with Gregory and Anna and all their friends and family, and we can be with them and encourage them as the two become one flesh.
They both worked in the same pizzeria in Central. We found out that night that you were her trainer. Get used to it. That's probably the last time she's going to listen to anything you say. But I remember the first time Anna told us about Greg. She called her mom and she said, "There's this guy at work. I think he's a stalker." He said, "If you're okay with it, I want to ask Anna to marry me. I said, well, let's sit on the porch and talk about this for a while. So we sat down, and the first thing I asked him, I said, have you prayed about this? And he said something that I'll never forget. He said, I've been praying about it since the day I met her.
Do you want to go to the pizzeria? What your food services hat? Just a club shirt, yoga pants, and your old free runs. Everything about you was absolutely perfect. And I look at you now, I'm such an beauty. Look at you, and no matter what is going on, I always feel so lucky to have you in my life. Every day you challenge me to be the best person that I can be. I can't thank you enough. You've made me the happiest that I've ever been, and I know it's my time to spend every day doing the same for you. I know that we'll have our arguments, our disputes, our hard decisions. I know at the end of the day, I get to come home to the most perfect woman in the world. That's all I ever need. I loved you yesterday, today, and every day until the day I die. I'll be by your side in sickness and in health, in good times and bad. No, I can ask you one of few arguments, but don't count on it. You're my forever and my always. I love you, my sweet, sweet.
I can't promise you that I'll be a good cook, although one of us has already burnt dinner and it wasn't me. I can't promise that I'll ever agree with you on who's the better Wahlberg brother, Mark. I can't promise that I'll always be in the best mood or that I'll always make the best decisions, and I certainly cannot promise that I'll ever give up my love for serial killer documentaries. But here are some things that I can promise. I promise that I will strive to be the best wife, friend, and partner in crime that I can be for you. I promise to support you in all ways, mentally, emotionally, financially, and physically, even though you're too heavy for me to carry. I promise to pray with you and to always keep God in the center of our lives. I promise to stay strong in my walk with God so that I can stay strong in our walk with Him. I promise to put you first even when it's hard to. I promise to build a home with you that is filled with Jesus, good movies, good food, and a lot of love.
Since they have made these commandments before God and before this assembly, by the authority of God and the laws of this state, I declare that Gregory and Anna are husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no man separate. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. Gregory, kiss your bride.
It's hard to move to a new city and not know many people, but to know that I have both of you close by makes it much easier. To see you and Greg's love strengthen has been such a blessing, and I pray that as you continue and your relationship grows, that you keep Christ at the center. Here's to years of double dates, pool stories, and late night phone calls. I love both of you so much, and happy wedding day.
So thankful to have a friendship that has given me so many memories, from sleepovers, pallets on the floor, movie marathons, or whatever else. Greg, I have no doubt that you are the one that God intended for Anna, and I wish the both of you a life of happiness and laughter.
When you first told me about Anna, I knew that there was something special about her, and knew that your heart for her and your heart to lead her as a man of God was in the right place. And I do pray that you continue to lead her as a man of God, and I pray that you do keep Christ at the center of your world and of your marriage. Anna, welcome to this crazy family.
I've known Greg for about two years now. When we first met, it was on the soccer field. For those of you who don't know, we're both huge soccer players. And my first thought was, I'm not gonna like this guy at all. We play the same position, so it's competition. I was like, man, competition, I'm gonna hate this guy. But here we are. Moving forward from that, we became club officers, and then through a simple text, just saying, hey, can I hang out with you? The greatest friendship of my life has been created. So, being an only child, I consider you a best friend, a brother, and my net boy. Sorry, it's an inside joke. But Anna, I cannot think of anybody better for you than Greg, and Greg, I cannot think of anybody better for you than Anna.